Good evening. My name is Gary Suda. I'm the proud principal of Kinnelon High School. On behalf of our superintendent of schools, Mr. Dave Mango, and our administration, I'd like to welcome you to our second Principals Forum for Kinnelon High School. It's been an amazing school year, and we're looking forward to wrapping up over the next 22 days all the exciting things that have happened, especially for our seniors. This evening, our program will focus on some of those activities for the remainder of the year, and also forecasting the 2023-24 school year. I'm joined this evening by Mr. Vincent Shivas, my assistant principal, and also Matt Arroyo, who is our chairperson for social studies and for the arts. They'll each take a part of this presentation. As we look at the final horizon of this school year, our seniors, who over the past 4 years, the time has gone so quick, the majority of them are out on senior service. Senior service is an activity, a service activity here at Kinnelon High School, where 127 out of 147 seniors have either volunteered or taken part in career exploration in and around the community for their final weeks of the school year. We offer it each year, and seniors must obtain a certain grade point level, a certain level of absences, stay within the limits. It's kind of like a dangling carrot for our seniors, and it also gives them an opportunity to give back to the community that has given so much to them. So many of our students are at the elementary schools or at the middle school or out in the community working in environmental centers and helping give back to the community while also exploring some of their interests in future careers. So right now our senior service extends from May 15th, right after AP exams, to June 9th, and our seniors are taking advantage of that. Also, we have this Wednesday our spring band concert. Mr. Stroud, Ms. Hendricks, and Mr. Scanlon are working very hard to prepare for that concert, which is a culmination of the school year for our band students. So that's something to look forward to at 7 p.m. on May 24th, this Wednesday. We also are planning this Thursday for the first time a Student Flex SEL Social Emotional Learning Activity Day. The second half of May 25th, Thursday, we have structured a day for our students to kind of unplug with the teachers and take part in a lot of neat activities. This was an initiative from Mr. Mango, who great idea. We presented to our student council, and Ms. Sapio is spearheading our Student Flex Activity Day, which will go anywhere from yoga to basketball to Bob Ross bingo, all kinds of fun activities for our students. They get to select 2 sessions to take part in the second half of the day. So it is a nice culmination right before the long Memorial Day weekend. So we're looking forward to that this Thursday. And we have our prom at the Legacy Castle, our annual prom that will take place on June 6th. That includes our juniors and our seniors, and many of the other underclassmen can go as guests. So believe it or not, it turns into almost a full school prom where friends are bringing friends, and it's a great party and celebration for our students to culminate the year. Also, our annual move-up day, which is June 8th. Move-up day is an opportunity for the 8th graders at PRM to come to the high school the second half of the day. And the current students who are in 9th through 11th will actually get their schedules for the next school year. They will navigate their future schedules, get to meet their teachers, look at a syllabus for their future courses. So it's a nice day for our students to really see what is on the horizon for the next school year. We also have upcoming a Powder Puff fundraiser for the first time. That will be on June 8th, and that will be a student football game, either touch or flag, for our students as part of the fundraiser. Also, Ms. Sapio is spearheading that activity. We also have a senior coffee and cones. We're bringing in food trucks for coffee and ice cream for our seniors on June 14th. They will also receive their yearbooks. And we will also, for the second year, have a clap out. So we will have our seniors, we'll transport them to both Stony Brook and Keel and PRM and all of their past teachers, many of their past teachers and current students will come out in the hallway of each school and clap as our seniors go down memory lane and walk through the schools that most of them, the majority of them, have navigated over the past 13 years. So it's an exciting time on June 14th for our seniors to have a clap out, and they actually have a clap out here at the high school as a part of that activity. Very nice send off for our seniors. June 14th, we have our annual Senior Awards Scholarship Evening for our students. Many of them will be honored with memorial scholarships from the community, athletic recognition, academic recognition from different departments, various departments in our school. So a very nice evening for families within the community and to celebrate all the great things that our students have done over the years. Then we have baccalaureate on June 16th. That's typically the night before our graduation. So since our graduation is on a Monday this year, we will be conducting our baccalaureate on Friday evening, June 16th. And that's kind of a talent expose for our students and our families. It will take part here in our auditorium. Many times students will perform music, they'll share artwork. Our senior service students, some of their projects will be on display and they will be shared at that evening. And also it culminates with a beautiful collage of photos of our students over the years. So the students they've submitted pictures and family photos from birth to now, and it's really, it's usually a time where you need some tissues by the end of the evening with the parents sitting in the audience and then going through the different memory lane of photos from our students. And then everything culminates on graduation day, June 19th, that's a Monday, at 7 p.m. We will conduct our annual graduation out on the turf athletic field. Right now, our stands are being replaced, and that will be finalized in time for graduation. So we'll have brand new stands outdoors at our turf field. And they are just some of the end of year activities. I'd like to call Mr. Shivas, who is our security and safety specialist and my assistant principal, just to say a few words regarding some of our initiatives this year and moving into the future.
Thank you, Mr. Suda, and everyone here in attendance. I'm Mr. Shivas. I'm the vice principal here at the high school. I'm also the school safety specialist for the entire district, and that's why Mr. Suda asked me to speak tonight. Ever since Mr. Mango took over, he and the board have expressed their extreme concern for the safety and security of all the schools, all the staff, and all the students in the district. And that's what I've been working on with them in trying to make this district as safe as possible. I'm going to focus tonight, obviously, on the high school, but it is district-wide. So there's a couple things we look at. We try to see safety and security in many different angles, many different lights, so we can hit it from all sides. First one is we want to harden the building as a target. All right, so we want to make it as safe as possible, but we also want to keep its academic integrity. So there are many things we're doing to try to make sure that this building is safe and students have nothing to worry about, parents have nothing to worry about, staff have nothing to worry about. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to look to increase the signage in and around the building to make sure everyone knows where to go and when to go there. All right, whether you're here for a academic event, you're here for a celebration such as graduation, a sporting event, a play, whatever it may be, you're going to know where to go and how to get there. Another improvement we're looking to make is we're going to improve lighting inside and more importantly outside, so that it's lit up 24/7. So at night it's a lot more safe because we have lights outside that are going to be on throughout the night, keeping the building as safe as possible. We've also considered environmental factors, things that may go wrong environmentally that we have to deal with here, whether it's power outages or gas leaks or whatever. And then lastly, but not finally, is all doors. We're looking at all doors and entry points in the building and trying to make sure that they are as safe as possible. Because a lot of times you find that doors will open fine and then they won't catch when they close, or something's put there to prevent it from closing so somebody can get back in. So we're constantly looking for the best ways to keep those doors safe, secure, and make sure that they lock every single time that someone uses them. This year, we've also changed to traffic and parking. So if you're familiar with dropping your son or daughter off here at the school, you know that we have a different drop-off point for the students who are coming with their parents versus buses or from seniors who drive themselves. So the buses and the seniors go in through the main entrance, and we changed it so that the parent drop-off now enters through the cafeteria. It does add 2 points of entry. We do have administration watching both doors at all times for safety and security purposes, but it cuts back on traffic flow and traffic backup that oftentimes went out onto Kinnelon Road and caused a dangerous situation, not only for our students and staff, but also for those people who are passing through and driving by on Kinnelon Road. Mr. Suda alluded to senior service. Prior to senior service, we did not have enough parking spaces on campus for all our students to park. The mayor graciously allows us to have our students park over across the street at the rec field, but that would entail them crossing over Kinnelon Road, which is not exactly the safest thing to do during rush hour traffic, being that Kinnelon is pretty busy. The Kinnelon Road is pretty busy at that hour. So now that senior service has taken full effect, a lot of our seniors are not coming to campus. They're going to provide their services to the community. We've given those spots to seniors, or juniors, excuse me, that were parked across the street. So now no one has to park at the rec fields. They can all park on campus. No one has to cross the road, and thus making it safer for our students. Emergency drills, that's a constant. That's something you're always being looked at, and we are constantly looking at the drills, trying to find the best practices and the best ways to improve them and upgrade them if possible. I'm continually attending security presentations, viewing webinars. I'm staying current with the best practices in the industry. I speak with many different schools around the county and county level and state level officials for what is the best way to do certain things when we are drilling, whether it's active shooter, whether it's bomb threat, whether it's fire drills, or whatever. Okay, so we're trying to stay as up to date as possible with all of our drills. And finally, and most importantly, is the Kinnelon Police Department. Obviously, they're right across the street, but we have a tremendous relationship with the entire department, starting with Chief Napolitano on down. The district has 3 SROs that are always visible and around every building, and we encourage all the other patrolmen to do drive-bys in the parking lot, to enter the building and do a walkthrough, just to be seen, just to make sure that everybody feels safe and secure. And we're going to continue to make sure that the police have a presence in our building so that everybody is as safe and secure as possible. And when we do have major decisions to be made, we are sure to include KPD in those decisions, whether it's the traffic bureau, whether it's the chief, or whatever the situation may call for. So these are just a few of the things we're looking at for safety and security. We have a lot more wheels in motion that I can't get into right now, but it is constantly being looked at, it's constantly being worked on, and we are constantly trying to make this place as safe as possible. It is a priority. Okay. Thank you for your time tonight. Appreciate you taking the time to be with us, and I'm going to introduce Mr. Arroyo now.
Thank you, Mr. Shivas. My name is Matt Arroyo, the Department Chair of Social Studies, Fine and Performing Arts at the high school. Tonight, I'm going to present just a little bit of information about our end of the year assessments that have been taken or will be taken here at Kinnelon High School. Before I go over the details about those assessments, I just want to thank our school counseling team, teachers, and students for making sure our assessments have been going smoothly. Without the efforts of all, we wouldn't be as successful completing these assessments that are required by the state or by the College Board with our AP courses. The first test that was successfully completed both digitally was our New Jersey Graduation Proficiency Assessment Test for juniors that occurred on March 13th and 16th. These tests were taken digitally and they were a success. Thank you to the efforts of our tech team for making sure our Chromebooks were up to date and with appropriate applications such as TestNav. We also, from May 1st to May 12th, our students took a variety of different AP exams in all subject areas. This year, some exams were digital for the first time, and our students were able to navigate the Blue Book app that was, again, installed by our tech team onto Chromebooks. So our students were able to successfully complete those tests. Results will be pending in the first week of July. On May 15th and 16th, our students took the New Jersey Student Learning Assessment test in science. This was juniors, this is last week. And currently our students are taking the New Jersey Student Learning Assessment test in ELA and math. This is scheduled for grade 9 from May 22nd through May 30th. And finally, the last major exams that our students will be taking will be our final exams on June 13th through June 16th. This year's final exam schedule is different from previous years, as we are now conducting the exams by block over 4 days, which is a great thing as teachers can monitor and proctor their own tests, which is beneficial to both students and staff. And again, I just want to say thank you to all who have made our end of year assessments successful. And it takes a village. And now I'm just going to come back to Mr. Suda, who's going to talk about projects for the remainder of the year and into the summer.
Thank you, Mr. Arroyo. Thank you, Mr. Shivas. Two individuals who are critical in Mr. Shivas in the safety, spearheading our safety and security in our school. We make sure each and every morning we monitor our building as students arrive. We monitor when they leave during the school day. We just have a tremendous team that is truly focused on safety and security each and every day to make sure our students are comfortable to learn. So thank you, Mr. Shivas, for all that you do and continue to do for the safety and security of our school. And to Mr. Arroyo, who gave a nice overview of the end of the year assessments. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Mrs. Chittarella, our supervisor of guidance, who was just incredible in organizing a number of our assessments throughout the year, and also to our technology department for making sure that our Wi-Fi and our Chromebooks were seamless throughout all of these assessments, which are so important. The forecast. The forecast, in many cases, these initiatives, or at least these topics, may be step one in a three-step process. Mr. Mango, once again, coming into our district, has really taken a lead in allowing us to upgrade our facilities in a number of ways, also looking at programs, curriculum, and all aspects of academics, athletics, and the arts. So it is really nice, and it's rejuvenating to have some of these projects on our agenda. So I want to just go through a few items. We are adding some new dual enrollment programs next year in pre-calculus honors and calculus honors, and we have a continuing partnership with William Patterson University. We also are looking at continuing our open lunch initiative. This is something we started this year with our seniors leaving for lunch. If they have a study hall that precedes or follows that lunch, we also allow them to stay out to that open lunch. It has been successful. We are looking potentially to expand that to 11th grade students. We need to discuss that with the students and explore that. But we are very optimistic, and we are, very proud of our students, because as I said, just about every year at our orientation, 99.9% of all of our students are doing all the right things. They are great children. We're very fortunate in this community to have students who are doing all the right things, and they take responsibility. So it's a nice thing to see that with this responsibility, they have embraced it, and they have been very safe and secure in this open lunch initiative that we look to hopefully expand. We're standing, and we're presently in our auditorium, and the vision for this auditorium is to be upgraded in both sound and lighting, and also to become the hub of the community as a performing arts center. So that is very exciting for our school, our district. We are sharing this space with the other schools for their concerts and activities. And just like our new turf is the hub athletically, we want to make this auditorium the very best it can be, with renovations and state-of-the-art materials, whether it's sound, lighting, AV, and to make sure that our community is truly utilizing this space so that our students, whether it be the performing arts or any type of artistic expression, have that platform to truly meet their greatest potential in the arts. We are also looking at HVAC, air conditioning repairs and upgrades throughout the building. That's very exciting. On our second and third floors, we have some original air systems that are quite I guess, quite experienced in their flow of air, and we are looking to upgrade those HVAC systems to the delightment of our students and our staff, and it's long overdue, and we are looking to tackle that in the very near future. We're also looking at track resurfacing out at our athletic field, and also some new gym air conditioning. Once again, that may be a 3-year, 2-year step process, but we are looking at air systems in our new gym of being upgraded. Additionally, repaving. As you know, if you live in the community and you go around our building and to the back around our cafeterias and go up to cut through to Keel, you will notice that the road is in need of repair. So we are looking to repave that area of our campus and that road to gain access to Keel. And then throughout the building, there are many building paint restoration projects that are planned. And whether that be classroom, gymnasium, cafeteria, there are several projects that we will be tackling also in the very near future. Just wanted to bring to the attention of our community, I do send out a weekly newsletter. If there are PRN parents on our feed or in the audience, just to know, we will, and I constantly have a weekly newsletter that highlights everything KHS. This is an example. I will have this linked also on the website, but each and every week, we typically honor students of the week. We highlight athletics, academics, the arts. So this is a weekly newsletter we utilize here at the high school that celebrates everything Kinnelon. We often work with our home school association, who's so generous, and also the town council, Mayor Frida, as a partnership to make sure we're serving not only our students and their families, but the community. So this is just a quick example of what we featured in our newsletter, including artwork from Mrs. Castro. Just great things happening at KHS. And also the daily calendar. So that is an overview of the end of the year activities and also some items forecasted for the 2023-24 school year. Are there any questions in the audience? All right, thank you. If anyone in cyberspace through our virtual feed, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at sudag@kinnelon.org, SUDAG@kinnelon.org, or feel free to call the high school and provide any feedback. We want to make sure our collaboration is never ending, our communication and transparency with all the great things we're doing here at Kinnelon High School. Thank you for attending and have a great night.